And to details, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received on Wednesday a phone call from Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, Kristalina Georgieva. During the phone call, Georgieva said the International Monetary Fund is keen to boost consultation and coordination with Egypt, praising the efforts of the Egyptian government as well as what has been achieved within the framework of the economic reform program. For his part, President el-Sisi said that Egypt is keen on contentious consultation and coordination with the Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund in light of Egypt's strategic plan to achieve sustainable development. The President also said that the partnership with the International Monetary Fund represents positive atmosphere for all investors. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli headed on Wednesday the weekly cabinet meeting in the new administrative capital. During the meeting, the Prime Minister praised the inauguration of the industrial complex for quartz production in Al Ain al-Sukhna, saying that the national projects are of utmost importance to the national economy and exports. The Premier referred to the important messages delivered by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi during the complex's inauguration ceremony on the private sector's invitation to invest in the mining sector. The Prime Minister also stressed the state's keenness to facilitate all obstacles facing investors. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli received on Wednesday his Palestinian counterpart Mohammed Shetaya at the government headquarters in the new administrative capital. The summit talks touched on several regional and international files of common concern. Following the talks, the two premiers held a joint press conference where Dr. Mustafa Madbouli welcomed Shetaya and the high-level accompanying delegation. During the press conference, the Prime Minister asserted Egypt's constant support for the Palestinian people's legal rights according to the international laws. For his part, the Palestinian Prime Minister praised Egypt's efforts to support the Palestinian cause. He also praised the Egyptian-Palestinian strong and historical relations. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry received on Wednesday his Palestinian counterpart Riyad al-Maliki. During the meeting, Shoukry said that Egypt has been following up with grave concern the developments in the occupied territories and the accelerating pace of violence against Palestinian people, in line with consecutive incursions of Palestinian cities and the resumption of illegal Israeli settlement activities in breach of the international law. Shoukry also reviewed Egypt's supportive efforts for the Palestinian cause as well as the reconciliation file among Palestinian factions. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry also met with African Union Commissioner for Political Affairs and Peace and Security, Bankole Adebayo. The meeting tackled a number of issues at the African arena, including means of reaching an immediate settlement to end the Sudanese crisis. Armed Forces Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Osama Askar witnessed the main phase of the tactical project Thunder 33 in the West Military Zone. The Armed Forces Chief of Staff conveyed the greetings and appreciation of Minister of Defense General Mohammad Zaki to the heroes of the West Military Zone. Lieutenant General Osama Askar also said that the Armed Forces is keen to raise combat and readiness efficiency of the combat units in all domains in order to boost their duties in protecting the country. Number of participating army officers and soldiers reviewed several emergency situations that assert the capability of taking right decisions during the military operations. The National Dialogues Education and Scientific Research Committee held a special session on Wednesday. The session discussed the draft law to establish the National Council for Education and Training, which was referred to the Dialogues Board of Trustees from the Cabinet. Next week, the National Dialogues regular sessions will resume to discuss political, economic and social issues.